When it comes to the center, rat holes can be difficult to build, which is why I've created my top 3 unseen rat holes with full base designs on the center. This video is sponsored by Mitra9. Mitra9 is a kava and kratom seltzer company which provides an alternative to alcohol. These drinks give you a high, but without the impairment. They have a ton of great flavors, my favorite being tropical. Simply go to mitra9.com and use my code Outcasts and you will get 25% off your entire order. If you're looking for a great alternative to coffee or just a way to get you going in the morning, Mitra is definitely the way to go. Now, back to the video. Coming at number 3, this can be found at 86.9 latitude and 36.1 longitude, and then there it is on the map. Now this first one can be found over in the Redwoods. Here's this little entrance. It's kind of like that little archway entrance. A lot of you guys should know this one. Anyways, this has a rat hole that's pretty just out there, which I was shockingly that I even found this thing. But yeah, it's just kind of sitting here. The entrance is a little bit bigger than your, traditional rat hole. However, the amount of room in here is what really makes this rat hole pretty good. That's the size of it compared to a bed and a foundation. So yeah, you have a lot of room to work with. It's a little bit tight, so I'm not sure what we're going to do, but let's get on to the full base design. Now here is the full base design. On the exterior, I went ahead and put a cliff platform and then just kind of a hanging tower. It's just a big chandelier, as well as just a bunch of random spam turrets. Now this alone is already pretty overpowered, but if you want to do more than that, you'll see what I mean here in a second. There is another little kind of wall in here. Unfortunately, I put all my 100 turrets on the chandelier, so if you're above the 100 turret limit, you can also do a giant turret wall as well right behind it, which would make this thing even more overpowered. Upon coming on in, you do have a vault wall along with some cryos just in case you're getting raided, you can pop some dinos out. Full crafting station over here on the side, as well as, your 4 indie forges, fabricators, smithies, all that good stuff, chem benches. Over here you have a tiny little daddy wall, as well as a grinder, and then a cryo wall as well. Some more vaults, as well as your tech transmitter, kind of angled awkwardly, but that's the best spot to really put it. Then you got your 2 replicators as well as a vault. You do have another little daddy wall. It should be enough to hopefully hold all of your main storage. If you need more, there's plenty of room. Up here is your second layer. This is a teleporter, vault storage, random area, as well as your refrigerator area. You can do really whatever you want with it. It's kind of awkward to work with though. And then here is your third layer. So yeah, honestly, not a bad design at all. Coming at number 2, this can be found at 36.4 latitude and 30.8 longitude, and then here it is on the map. Now this can be found over on the floating island in the middle of the map. Pretty easy to find this thing, just look for this pillar right over here. And this entrance is actually pretty difficult to find. If my foundation wasn't there, you would really not even see this thing. So yeah, upon entering, it kind of goes up. So defending that entrance is going to be tricky, but I'm sure a cliff platform and a chandelier should honestly make it pretty easy and pretty simple to do. Now, entering in here, it's just, you don't have really that much room to work with. It does kind of suck at first until you keep going up. It does open up into this absolutely massive room, but I'm just trying to show you every little angle so you guys can kind of see this area. You can fit a flyer through here, so I mean, that's a good side there. But yeah, upon entering, as you can see, it opens up into this absolutely massive room. Now you're able to fit tons of stuff in here. Replicators and indie forges are going to be a little bit of a tight fit in here, so I'm not sure what we're going to do about that. But yeah, not a bad spot at all. So let's go ahead and get on to the full base design. So on the exterior, I went ahead and did a pretty big chandelier, as well as just some spam turrets around this thing. Now it is pretty overpowered. I mean, this alone is going to keep the majority of players just out of your base, as long as you have the majority tech turrets. You do have a force field here that's going to basically just protect that cliff platform from getting damaged, as well as inside you have your first tech Jenny. That tech Jenny is just what powers that entire thing. Now I don't have any spam turrets right here because of the turret limit, but upon, if you keep going up, the turret limit kind of opens up a little bit more and you're able to put another 100 turrets right in here. So I didn't do that. I only put about 20-ish turrets because, 100 turrets would just look like a mess. Anyways, in here you got your indie forge area as well as your vault area and your refrigerator area. Then you have a full crafting station with 2 replicators as well as a transmitter, a daddy wall, chem benches, fabricators, smithies, little grinder, all that good stuff. Got some more vaults over here in the corner, as well as your little log out kind of area. I wasn't too sure what to do here, so I just kind of put, your main essentials. But yeah, there's tons of spams, tons of just random stuff in here, but it all fits pretty nicely. For a small rat hole, honestly, is not bad at all. And it does consist of 3 different layers. That being the first layer, this is your second layer. I left it open. It's completely up to you what you want to do with it, or use it as your dino storage layer, and then as well as your third layer, which is even bigger. So yeah, lots of dino storage, pretty much everything that you're ever going to need. And overall, it's really not a bad design, and it's pretty simple for this rat hole. Now finally, coming at number 1, this can be found at 8.8 latitude and 56.5 longitude, and then there it is on the map. Now this can be found over on the Volcano Island, if you even call it that anymore. I personally don't. It doesn't look like a volcano. Anyways, here is your entrance to this rat hole. Now this rat hole can be found up here in the ceiling, and this is still one of the most overpowered rat holes on the center as of right now, and honestly on ASA. That entrance is insanely small. You literally can't fit anything in here. You can't throw any dinos out. It is an overpowered rat hole. Then upon entering, it opens up into this massive flat area. So you have tons of room, pretty much impossible to raid entrance, and it's built in a pretty good location because you have a lot of metal, a lot of resources, all that. So yeah, let's get on to the full base design. So now here is the full base design. So since it's a rat hole, I kind of wanted to go ahead and leave one of them without anything on the outside. Now it's totally up to you if you want to do that or not. I would highly recommend it, but with my 100 turret limit on here, I wasn't really able to. So I had to squeeze everything a little bit higher up in here. So right here is just a bunch of spam turrets as well as just your massive turret wall. This is based off of a 100 turret limit, so there's only about 100 turrets. So you have a massive turret wall, a bunch of bear traps, mainly tech turrets. So yeah, pretty overpowered alone just right there. I mean, it's going to be a really difficult raid just alone. But here's your entrance. This is your first layer. Literally everything that you're ever going to need. You know, your embryo, cooking area, tinker desk, complete vault storage with 3 layers of vault walls right there, as well as your indie forges over here in the corner. Now there are 6 indies, as well as a full crafting station with your chem benches, fabricators, smithies, some extra vaults, industrial preserving bin as well. And then over here, you know, you got a little bit of your cryo storage, a small little grinder, a deady floor, which is really tricky to build. I'll do a little showcase on how to do that on a different video, as well as your 2 replicators. Over here, you have your refrigerators, and then here is your second layer, which is just dino storage, as well as the third layer. Now, you do have your air conditioners, but that's about it. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to leave a like if you're new, and hit that subscribe button. And also, don't forget to go check out Miter9. It's one of my biggest sponsors. It's been my sponsor for a very long time, and they've been awesome. Anyways, thanks for watching.